Hello. Welcome to this series I'm going to call That Trip to Japan That We Did. The original intent was that this was going to be like a vlog, so I'd talk to the camera every day, but it was very tiring doing the trip and I didn't like doing it, and I definitely didn't like trying to do it in public. So instead, I'm going to just talk about what we did for the day and then show you the video afterwards. So the trip we did was about 16 days. We did the first 10 days as part of a tour with One Life Adventures, where we went from Tokyo, Hakone, Takayama, Kyoto, and ending in Osaka. Then we went off on our own and we went to Mihara, which we used as a base, that we could do the Shimanami Kaido cycle route. Then off to Bunny Island, over to Hiroshima, and then back to Tokyo and fly back. So this first video is just going to cover us getting to Tokyo and going to our hotel. We stayed in the Sakura Hotel, which is in Bunkyo City, but it was right next to this really pleasant, quiet shopping street called Yanika Ginza. Unfortunately, we didn't really get to see it particularly during the day because we sort of left early and came back late. But it was really, really pleasant. There were some places to eat and some bars open, which we'll sort of see a little bit. But first, the flight. The flight was about 13 and a half hours long. We were supposed to get in slightly earlier than we did. We booked it so that we should have just been able to get to the start of the tour, which started about 6 p.m. Unfortunately, British Airways moved the flight back or forward a couple of hours, which meant that we got in way too late to start the tour. So technically we missed the first day of the tour, but it was only one evening. We get there, we go to get some food at a lovely tiny place, but we come across our first obstacle, and it's going to be an obstacle that was constant throughout our trip, which is getting vegetarian food. Mayo's vegetarian, Chloe is pescatarian, I believe. I printed off some little cards that said I am vegetarian, that means I can only eat yada yada yada, in Japanese that I got from some website. So we go into this restaurant, we sit down, we show the cards to the chef or the owner. He looks at them, reads it, he asks some questions like about pork, which we obviously said no, we don't want pork. And he sort of goes okay, and he goes back into the kitchen and he comes out with menus for everybody except for the two vegetarians. So we order our food, assuming he's just sort of going to make something, whatever he can, for the other two. Then our food comes out, it all comes out quite staggered, so even after the rest of us have got our food, we still think, oh, maybe he's just doing them something special. But no, we got to the end of the meal, they didn't have anything. It turns out he just didn't serve them. Fortunately though, one very good thing about Japan is that there's always a 7-Eleven or a Kmart open that you can find, and they have a massive selection of food. So we relied on that quite a lot as a way of knowing we could get vegetarian food at some point. And that's basically the first day. We get there, we go out for a meal, we get a 7-Eleven for those who don't get served. It's about 24 hours, I think, from leaving the house to the hotel, not including going and getting food. So yeah, that's pretty much it for the first day. Enjoy the footage.